What is up, you guys? James from James Reptiles. No reptiles today, but they still got scales. We're going to be talking about some fish. Recently, okay, so first off, the second egg hasn't hatched yet. So we're going to wait till tomorrow. And then by the end of the day tomorrow, if it hasn't hatched, I'll probably end up cutting it just because I'm scared. Uh, but nevertheless, my bathroom sink flooded or leaked underneath not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. And I had one of these water test kits for my aquarium. The water got inside, and all the labels were soggy wet and wiped off. And I had no idea what any of the chemicals were, which basically made the whole test useless, even though I'd only used it a couple times. I only really used it when I set my tank up. But I figured I'm getting a new tank for my birthday. I'm probably going to end up getting more tanks in the future. I might as well have another one on hand. It's a little pricey to replace. I think with tax it ended up being like $38. It is what it is, you know. When I'm setting up a tank, I'd really rather have it be perfect, especially because I'm gonna try to speed set up the next one. I'm gonna try to spark the ammonia cycle really fast by putting water from my fish tank and possibly even that pleco in the tank to start. Because I know the pleco is super resilient; it could probably go in anything. But either way, we're gonna be testing my current fish tank's water today and just see where it's at. And I'll give you some tips and tricks on how I handle my fish tank water. So with the light off, because the fan's really annoying and I'm going to keep it off as long as I can. This is my fish tank. If you haven't seen it updated, that's what I forgot. Look, there I am. So I was at a fish store, not the one I would normally go to. I usually go to Aquarium Depot. I went to Aqua Life Aquarium, which does a lot of salt water. It has some fresh water, but nevertheless. So what I did is I put the driftwood back there and I raised the back level to kind of give it like a staircase effect. And so the fish will actually school, these rummy-nose will actually school in that back corner, but more often than not, they school right here in front. And this pleco will hang out behind that wood. And it makes it so the fish are out in the front more often. And underneath this fake coral piece here, this really bright colored coral, my two salt and pepper corridors hang out. I almost bought a third one at the fish store. I meant to get aquarium plants. I meant to find an aquarium plant, but I forgot about it. Every time I see salt and pepper cories, every fish store, every time I see them, they have one in stock. And I'm trying to get a group together. I almost bought one, but I didn't. And I don't know, I guess I should have, but I just wasn't feeling it. Probably when I get rid of that pleco, I'll either get some more corridors or also want to get a couple more auto sinkless in here. One thing I did hear about corridors recently, actually today, I've heard it like 3 times a day, is that you don't want them on gravel because they're barbs. And now I feel really bad because, I mean, it's not big gravel, but it's not sand. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to put some corridors in my new tank with the guppies. I've heard mixed things. I watch a lot of aquarium co-ops videos. He said in one video that he used to say he would recommend it every single time, but then he got a wild caught like orange lightning strain or something like that, and all of a sudden they started eating the guppy babies. So I'm trying to decide if it's not that strain, would it be okay? I would really love to breed corridors. I think they're fun little fish. They're cute, funny looking, active little fish. So nevertheless, let's get to testing this water. Boop, boop. I understand it's practicality, but to have to buy it when I barely use the other one sucks. And we'll talk about that more in just a second. So I'd say it's right between 7 and 7.2, which 7's neutral, so I guess that can't be too bad. One thing that I want to talk about is consistency. When you have a fish tank and you have really special fish, I can understand why it'd be really important to change the pH for them and help them and do all sorts of water parameter work, parameter work to get it certain ways. But if you're like me and you're simple hobbyist, you've got a couple simple fish and a pretty simple aquarium, I would much rather be consistent with my chemicals so the fish are used to it. They're not exotic, they're not expensive, they're not delicate by any means. Uh, I'd rather be a little off than what they were used to in the fish store, but because they've been at it for a year, they're not going to be sweating too bad, and it's going to be consistent throughout that year. And when I get my new fish tank, I will drip acclimate the fish so they're not just dumped into my water, but at the same time, they will slowly get acclimated to the pH difference and what are the other ones? The ammonia, the nitrates, and nitrites, and all that jazz. I don't even know why you test that. What's your tank set up? Do you really need to test that? I mean, I guess if you're adding a bunch of if you're adding a bunch of animals right at once and the bacteria load explodes, I guess I get it. Okay, let me rinse out my test. Remember, my pH was pretty spot on for the most part. I can't remember. Do we wait 5 minutes for this one after we shake it? Yes, we do. Alright. How's this one? This was ammonia. It's pretty darn close to zero, if I'm going to be honest, which I assume is good. Zero ammonia sounds good. Zero nitrates. I think you want nitrate, not ammonia. Dude, I have no idea. Fish chemicals behind it are so. This next one's the confusing one. So I have my last test tube. Solution 1, solution 2, solution 1, and solution 2. 10 drops of solution 1. And burn several times. Vigorously shake solution 2 for 30 seconds. And then add 10 drops. Holding. Cap the tube vigorously for a minute. Then wait 5 minutes. Okay. This one, turn over a couple times. Shake for 30 seconds. 10 drops. Shake for a minute. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Get my water. People that have so many tanks, they check them all the time. I could never do that. When I had my testing kit before, I rarely ever checked the water. I did it twice the first week, I think, and never again. So 10 drops. 10 drops, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn it over a couple times. I'm going to shake this vigorously for 30 seconds. Oh, shoot. It landed on something soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30. 10 drops of this. Now this one we gotta shake for a whole minute. That should be about good. That's really orange. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna wait another 5 minutes. So remember, my pH was really good. My nitrites, my ammonia is really good. My nitrites are also really good because it's still sitting at 0. It's still sitting at 0. My nitrates, I don't know, it's really dark orange. It's almost 30 parts per million, which doesn't sound good. I hope that's not bad. I'll do some research. Let's see what the little manual says about nitrates, if they're good or bad. Nitrates, white test. Okay, so my nitrate levels are about 30 to 40, which isn't necessarily super bad. It just means I have a good amount of fish waste. That pleco probably doesn't help. Probably produces a lot for that little tank. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, man, that corridor is getting big. It's not super bad. I'm not super worried about it. One thing it said is you can add chemicals. You can do water changes more frequently, which is true. I probably do it 50% every 2 weeks, which is not the best for your tank, but that's what I do. So now, if you're for any reason interested in that pleco and you're local, let me know. James Reptiles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, jamesreptiles@gmail.com. The story behind it, it was my buddy's aunt's, and I don't know what kind of tank she had it in, but she thought it was too big for it, and she was gonna just like toss it in trash unless someone took it. So I took it. It's in my 9-gallon. It's definitely not gonna be in there for very long because the size. And if no one contacts me before I go to the store next time, we'll be taking it to probably Aquarium Depot. That's probably my best bet. I don't think a Petco or a PetSmart would be a good idea. But I'll take it there, and while I'm there, I might pick up some stuff for my new tank that I'm going to be getting. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's different, a little bit different than normal. It's fish, but it's all exotic animals. They all have scales, right? I'm James from James at Reptiles, and have a good one.